What is good, YouTube? It's Jscubs or JJ coming back in with another video for y'all. And today I have an interesting topic for you guys. And this video is going to be about me robbing the plug or running off on the plug or whatever you call it. Basically, the way this story starts out is so first I was in the need of some weed. Obviously, there's no other reason for me doing this besides me just being fiended out, just wanting to get my hands on some weed. And that's what I did on this fateful day. I bought from this guy a couple of times, and I started to figure out, notice how, what he does when I pay him and all this stuff, just picking up on little tips and, all this stuff and putting it all together, And what I noticed is that every time I handed bro the money, didn't count it in my face, instantly just gone, And yeah, so I took advantage of that on this fateful day. I did not recommend anybody else doing this. This is risky. This is dumb. This is stupid. And honestly, I feel kind of like a shitty person for this, but there's no way to really make amends for robbing somebody. You know what I'm saying? I can't just text him one day and be like, yo, bro, I'm really sorry about that. I can pay you back, all this shit. No, bro. People don't really work that way. A lot of people just feed off of anger and all this stuff. And yeah, I just don't, for safety reasons, I just don't want to connect with this guy again. You know what I'm saying? But basically, on this fateful day, it was nighttime. School night. Ironically, it was a school night, and I was like, this was in ninth grade, by the way. This was in ninth grade, first semester, and I was just fiended out, bro. I was like, bro, I barely got any money to get even one pen, bro. What if I just kind of sneakily ran off on him and got 3 or 4 instead of just one for the price of one, And that's what I did on this fateful day. I hit up the plug. I'm like, bro, let me get 4 push dispos. And he came through for push dispos. Wait, no, it was 3. It was 3. Yep, that's right. It was 3. I got 3 because I didn't want to get 4 because that's a little suspicious, because most of the time when I bought off this guy, I would only get 1 at a time. So I felt like 4 was just a little bit risky. So I just went with 3, So I hit him up. I was like, bro, can I get 3 dispos tonight? Come deliver after my parents go to sleep, all this. And yeah, so basically waited for them to go to sleep. They went to sleep, hit him up. It's like, bro, I'm ready. Let me know. And yeah, he started, heading my way. He came to me. And what I did was I left my house out of the side gate. I live in a house where it has the whole backyard's closed in. In my neighborhood, all of the backyards are closed in. There's no open, terrain. You can't just walk around in people's backyards and stuff like I could back in my hometown of Illinois. And so yeah, it was basically laid out like that. So I had a side gate at my house. There's 3 exit points for my house. You can either open the garage, go out that way, go out the front door, and then there's a side gate on my house. So I went and I unlocked the side gate, and that was my exit and entry point. And I basically walked outside, gave him my address a couple houses down the street, and yeah, I walked up to him. I was like, yo, bro, you got that? He handed me the dispos, and I put the money in a Ziploc bag, and I basically just I acted like I was handing it to him, but then I accidentally faked I dropped it to the side of the car. And then, yeah. And then I was like, oh, my bad, bro. Hey, good looks, though. Dapped him up real quick. And then instantly what I did was I turned around and I started to jog / speed walk away to not make it too suspicious. And then eventually, once I made it, I was on one side of the street and I crossed the street. It was neighborhood street, little street. So I crossed the street. And then once I get on the other side of the street, that's when I pick up the pace and I start to sprint. I just full sprinted, booked it to my house, and I went through the side gate and instantly closed that bit, locked it, and yeah, I guess he never seen where I went, and I got very lucky there, like I said earlier, do not try this. This is so dumb. And yeah, anything can happen to you. People nowadays aren't as forgiving, even if it's just a couple of things that doesn't seem like it's worth that much. That could be worth a lot to them. That can be the difference between, a meal on the table and a meal not on the table. So just don't do stuff like this. But anyway, I made it back in the house. I went upstairs, instantly blocked him, and this was like one of those plugs. Like, I don't know if you guys never had a plug like this, but it was like one of those plugs that like sends drivers out and all that bullshit. But like, I was shopping with the main guy, but like sometimes he'll have like people that deliver a product for him. So it was one of those guys. So basically, he like hit up all of his homies and he just had them harass my shit, harass my inbox. It was like some females, some males. It was like a bunch of different people. They just was harassing my shit, and it was justified. I did do like it was like $100 worth of stuff, 3 dispos, right? So the dispos I was getting from him, he charged $35, which was kind of tax. I'm not gonna lie, that was tax, because nowadays in 2025, them dispos, them same dispos, the newer generations of them are all going for like 25 each. So it was a bit of a tax, but yeah. So I did that, man, and I was done. Went upstairs, instantly unboxed them bitches, smacked them up, and I was just like, just happy, kind of just celebrating my wins, and yeah, so that was how the night of robbing the plug went, and I smoked all 3 of those dispos to myself. I just faced them, not on the same night, of course. You guys know what I mean. Like I used them all for personal use, I didn't sell any of them or nothing because, yeah, I just felt like I needed these, This is my win. This is some risky ass business. There's not too many people my age that is just going around robbing plugs or running off on plugs. Just, hey man, I'm gonna just count my wins. And just have this for myself. That's what I did, man. And yeah, so basically this was the story of how I ran off on a plug / robbed the plug, whatever you guys call it. Like I said, I'm not trying to brag in this video. This is very dumb. I'm just trying to spread knowledge and education to my fellow smokers out there. Like, don't do stuff like this. This is dumb. And be safe. Just be safe out here, man. Always just be an honest guy. And yeah, don't rob people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you do. Send this to somebody who makes similar content like send this to somebody who likes similar content like this. And yeah, thank you. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.